Side now at this view of Campus Martius. We've had rain and even some thunder here across Metro Detroit. 7 First Alert meteorologist Hallie Vogel is tracking round one of wet weather. How much more of this rain do we have, Hallie, and when does the next round move in?
Well, honestly, Keenan, it may just kind of melt together a bit, but when we look at it in terms of the strongest, at least downpours, lightning, thunder, it looks like the second round will come in around 2 o'clock or so. So just a couple hours. That's where I'm saying it's sort of kind of blurring together. But the heavy rain is going to be the main threat right now. Of course, we have strikes of lightning, so there is some thunder in there. And then also with some of the stronger storms, it'll be damaging winds and even some hail potential. Now, keep in mind, the severe risk goes until about 7 o'clock, even with that second round coming through. And by the time we get to tomorrow morning, looking at a round of heavy rain in the morning, a few showers lingering into the afternoon on Friday. But let's get to the radar and kind of dive in and show you what I'm seeing right now. Areas of lightning, so the thunderstorm centered around Mount Clemens to St. Clair Shores to the Grosse Points. So this is moving east at about 30 miles per hour. Ferndale, you're getting the heavy downpour for about another 20 minutes or so. Dearborn getting a heavy downpour as well, but no lightning for you. When I look back down to the west toward Jackson, moving into the Chelsea area at about 12:30. So that particular embedded thunderstorm does have some lightning with it. Of course, some heavy downpours. Ann Arbor moving in your direction at about 1 o'clock. And of course, about that time around Ypsilanti. So it is in pockets right now. We're looking at more of a line to develop that potential for the afternoon and early evening. We are in the slight risk for severe weather. Again, the main threat until about 7 o'clock and the main threat for damaging winds and hail. This really does cover a pretty good chunk of real estate from Southeast Michigan all the way down to St. Louis, just near and south of Chicago for the slight risk, which means a higher risk in this particular part of the region. Here's the warm front. It's just beginning to move through Chicago, but where it has moved through the south side of that front, that's where we start to worry about some of those stronger storms. So we're still on the northern edge of it, but we're getting close. So the closer we get to that, you're going to notice a little bit milder temperatures. Toledo has gone up 3 degrees from the past half hour, 66 degrees. Just on the northern edge of that warm front. We're still in the upper 40s to low 50s, so we have a couple hours to go. So here's our hour-by-hour forecast. Notice back to the west, sort of that line developing by 2 or 3 o'clock, coming through Ann Arbor to Pontiac, Port Sanilac to Port Huron. It'll move east toward the downtown area about 3 or 4 o'clock, Flat Rock, Monroe, and then we'll see sort of the tail end of it near and south of I-94, hanging on for the afternoon into the evening, but it should all be out, at least that threat, by 7 or 8 o'clock. Now, the cold front comes through tomorrow morning, so redeveloping, but this looks more localized or scattered as it comes through. But the morning could bring some heavy downpours with a few lingering showers in the afternoon on Friday. By the time we're done, we're talking anywhere from 1.25 inches to upwards of 1 inch and possibly 3/4 of an inch of rain. So that is the potential for some heavy rain today into tonight. So watch for that if you do have to travel. Temperatures stay in the 60s. We're close to 70, and then we'll stay pretty mild tonight. We are looking at that slew of 70-degree temperatures, which is nice to see that stretch. The next chance for rain besides tomorrow will be on Sunday. Keenan will watch for that, but at least we're seeing more 70s than 60s. So we are kind of turning that corner. We've been talking about it. We deserve a spring, don't we?
Yes, we finally looks like we're getting one, even though today it's all about spring storms. Thank you so much, Hallie.